What is going on? Bearded Brix here again with another weekly update. This week I have continued on the Stark Tower, and man did it get big. It's as big as it's going to be. I might add a couple more details up top towards like the needle and the antennas, but it will not be any bigger than it is. I've got to go back. There is a floor right now that is completely bare, and there's a couple floors that need a little bit more computers and stuff like that, and I still have to place the minifigs in there. The minifigs, of course, will be further towards the end of this, the whole city build. I'm not going to do it right now, but I have to say I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I'm also going to throw in, and it probably will give it away next week, the big scene that's going on this. The scene that happens in the Stark Tower. If you kept up with our weekly updates and kept up with the MOC, I told you it's one of my favorite scenes out of all the Avengers movies. It does happen in the Stark Tower, which pretty much means you probably know what it is. But it is also going to be included in this. Well, let's go ahead and get to the building time lapse, and then I'll show you what we did. And man, like I said, this thing got big. It's nowhere near as tall as my Empire State Building, but I did not want it to be. I want the Empire State Building to be the biggest thing in this MOC. But this thing turned out great. I love the look of it. I didn't go with tan like most people do because it is that way in the movies, but I did stick with the original gray. I will be going back and, like I said before, adding some details. I need to put some minifigs in here. I need to come up with a bunch of like scenes going on inside maybe, and then the main scene that will be going in this still is not completed yet. The only thing I have to build for that is the floor, but I have left the entire top floor empty as of right now. I'm going to go back and maybe, I guess, make it like an apartment type thing, because Tony Stark did live there. But let's get into it. Let me show you what I did. And like I said before, man, is this thing massive. It is definitely big. It is bulky. It does not stand as tall as the Empire State Building, but it does still have a lot of detail in it. And unlike the Empire State Building, one thing I have done is made all these floors accessible. This first panel just kind of lifts out, and you can see inside all of the floors and everything that is being shown. I have included a lot of tile in this. I've tiled all the floors, which was quite expensive, and I did put like the little upper area as in Age of Ultron where they're arguing about joining the Avengers or not. Then up here, if you come up top, the top is just the same way. This panel just simply bends forward and lifts out. This is where I have not put a scene yet. I don't know what I'm going to do. This is probably going to be Tony Stark's apartment. And then one of the other things I have got to do is up here I'm going to put the helipad that they show in the movie. If you come down here and look at the bottom floor, we have some desks, the arc reactor, some trinkets in the back, and then I did put the glass elevator. Up here on the second floor, you can see them kind of have like a table with a bunch of items they're discussing. The top floor up here is going to be Pepper Potts' office. There will be a couple more desks put in and a computer. I have not installed any of that yet. When you come down, of course, just like we've done with most of the other builds in this, all this is mobile. This right here does pop off. And you can see that we have kept everything inside for Tony Stark's Hall of Armor. Everything in here is complete. All the computers are set up. We were done with this last week. The only thing I have to do is some detail out here, and I'm going to put some flowers over here and finish tiling that area. And then, just like I showed you in the other video, these floors do separate if I were to ever want to actually move it somewhere or take it to a Lego convention. But as you can see, this thing did get massive. I'm still going to have to finish this like I said before, but I want to show you something. As you can see, I've had to move the camera back further and zoom out, but this is the difference between the two. This is another, I'm assuming, 30 to 40 bricks higher, and just remember that I did collapse the top of it. There will be no destruction in this building. The fight scene that's going on will be up here, like I had said, but there will not be any kind of window panels popped out or anything else. I do want this to be kind of the main attraction. Stark Tower is one of the only things that people are going to know in this entire MOC that we're doing. And as you can tell, like I've said before, I am very serious about actually completing this MOC. I can't wait to get these two down. After these two are down in the city and actually stamped down and held together with the streets, the only thing that will be left is to put one more section, and then the entire back row will be done. I've got all the pieces here for that. That will be probably what I start on next week, and you will see me continue to do some of the buildings that we didn't finish before. And I want to get this entire back section complete. I am not going to move on until then, and then after that is done, we will start on the middle section. I'm still waiting to hear from some of you guys if you would like a building put in here, if you would like an apartment. One of the big apartments that's going in the middle will be the one that has all the Easter eggs in it, like I'm going to do a WandaVision apartment. I thought about maybe doing an apartment from every Disney show they've got right now, including Bad Batch. I thought about throwing Bad Batch in there just because, but it's kind of hard to do an apartment like that. I don't really know what I would put inside of it. But there will be a WandaVision, there will be a Falcon and Winter Soldier, and there will also be a Loki. The Loki one I have another cool idea with. I don't want to steal a lot from one of the other things in the MOC, because there will be something that's coming in here that kind of ties in with the what they're doing in the show a little bit. But I do have an idea for it. But I would like to thank you for watching again. Please, if you have not, like and subscribe, show some support. We have now got the ability to go live on TikTok, so we will probably be going live when we also are live on YouTube on Thursdays. This week we will be back to our normal time at 7:30 on Thursday, and that's 7:30 Eastern time. But thanks for watching, and I hope y'all enjoy.